Hello and welcome. This is going to be your May 2024 video for all 12 signs. Do watch your sun, moon, and rising. The rising sign is priority, sun sign secondary, moon sign is more subjective, as that is your emotional and private life. And there will be a link down below for readings, astrology readings, for love, relationship, as well as your financial money readings for you, your birth chart, and also transit readings as well. That will also now be available on the website, and as well as link down below if you would like to basically support this page. Now we're going to get into the 12 signs. Aries, May 2024. On the 2nd, we have Pluto going retrograde, and Pluto will go retrograde in the area of your friend groups, your associations, the people that you connect to, the people that basically you choose to connect to via choice. And this retrograde will have you questioning your associations to others, especially power dynamics and power plays. You'll be going within with this over the next couple of months with Pluto going retrograde. Pluto will be going retrograde in Aquarius, but for you, it impacts the 11th house. And that is why you'll be re-evaluating your social interactions, your connections to others. Retrogrades are always where the planet is now felt within. And when the planet is direct, we see it in our external world. This is where we can make lots of friends and associate with lots of people. Now you might be feeling a bit more withdrawn, and you'll want to connect to those people basically you feel you can share your innermost self with. You will also be re-evaluating your future vision and dreams for yourself at this time. On the 7th, we have a new moon, and this offers you lots of opportunities, especially financially, for earned income. This is a great time to send out your resume, take that course, up your skills, because this is also a new beginning and a fresh start to skill development to boost your income. And if you want to apply for that promotion, anything to do to boost your income, even doing your budget, planning financially, seeing where you're spending your money. Is it worth what you're spending on? This is also a time where people might notice there's something new that they want to buy that they see will be of value to them. On the 15th, we have Mercury entering into the same area. So you will be thinking and communicating and negotiating and basically maybe even doing this resume, because that's written, or typed out. You're basically putting these documents together for basically finances. If you're working in sales, this would be really good, because Mercury is also about our speech and communication, and you can earn extra income, meaning boost your commission, your sales target. You'll do really well. You'll get it done basically. Now, on the 20th of May, the sun will enter into the 3rd, and this has to do with your thoughts, your ideas, your sense of expression. The sun will be illuminating this area of life for you, how you communicate, how you express yourself, how do you get things done, and basically running errands. You'll be a lot in your mind, communicating with basically neighbors, and just sending out messages, emails, texts, even from documentation. Again, really good for that. Really good for fine-tuning your skills in some way, learning something. This will also really highlight that energy of learning and the mind. On the 23rd, we have a full moon, right? And this is all about your sense of beliefs. This is where you could have either come back from a trip or thinking about planning a trip. This full moon basically highlights your sense of freedom, and anything that's been keeping you stuck or stagnant, you want to basically seek that freedom. You want to have an adventure. You want to have this life that feels free and adventurous to you. And this is the energy of that. It's about travel, higher education, your sense of beliefs, spirituality, right? Connecting deeper. This is what this full moon is asking of you, to have a little faith. Yeah. On the 23rd as well, we have Venus entering into the area of communication, your thoughts, how you express yourself. This is where you now, once again, using your words to win others over. Your words are more charming. You messaging others, romantic texts, having conversations with someone romantically, or texting, keeping it fun and flirty, or even basically passionately feeling about something that you're studying and that your mind is absorbing. Anything to do with education and like fine-tuning your skills, writing, sending off emails, conversations. You are mentally stimulated. On the 25th, we have that big moment where Jupiter, the planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, growth, and wisdom, is going to be moving into Gemini. And for you, this area of life is your third house, especially for Gemini risings. And as well as the suns can feel it, but this is so important. You now will be focusing a lot, right, on expanding your communication, anything that you're learning, fine-tuning your skills over the next year until 2025, June 2025, the 9th. So this is a time where you are deep in educating yourself, learning, travel, adventure, expansion, growth. And the one thing to remember about Jupiter, it expands and grows upon anything that it basically comes into contact with. So if you are filled with worry, it can expand and show you what the results are so that you can become wiser. Learning through experience is Jupiter, and especially in this area of life, it wants you to learn. Again, there's a lot of learning, a lot of texting, messages, communications. You might even find yourself very busy, like there's lots of errands, or there's lots of people that you are with and around communicating to. That's the energy that's coming through, and that's your month of May. If you would like to book a reading for the Jupiter transit, link down below, come through to my website. Hello Taurus, happy birthday to all the May Taurians. This is the month of the bull, yes? So now let's get into it. On the 2nd of May, Pluto will go retrograde in the area of your career, public reputation, work, as well as your goals. So this is the area of life where you'll be redefining, refiguring out, looking back to see what you've learned to the past couple of months. What do you now have to basically fine tune when it comes to your career, your goals, your ambitions? And this is all about your sense of power and feeling that power within before you see it on the external world. If you're going through any power plays or power dynamics, especially with anyone that's in a place of authority on you, employers, landlords, especially if you're in a mall setting, retail setting, anything to do where basically you're feeling this power play and power dynamic, this is a time for you to rethink that and how you can move out of certain circumstances, as well as employers that you feel is throwing their power around. You might feel manipulated into something. This is where you're thinking and redefining what you want to do in terms of your career, in terms of your goals and your sense of ambitions. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon in your sign, Taurus. It's happening in your first house of South. This makes you all opportunities available to you. Whatever it is you want, Taurus, it's your time to shine. It's your birthday time. You know, this is the area of self. So once it hits the area of self, you rule over all the areas of your life and how you want to manage that. So new opportunities for your goals on what matters to you most. This is a time when you might even feel to dress nice. You want to take better care of yourself. You feel motivated to follow through on a goal that you've been waiting on. You do it. On the 15th of May, Mercury enters into the first house. You're thinking and communicating more about yourself, your needs, what is important to you, your desires, your goals. This is all about communication that you yourself need to express, and all forms of communication, either verbally, written form. This is where you also are considering what you need to get done for you. You're thinking a lot, communicating a lot, but you are communicating more in terms of you. And it's good, it's birthday time. You should put yourself first at this time. You're filling your own cup. On the 20th of May, the sun enters into the area of income, money. So this is where now money opportunities are highlighted for you. Expansion in this area, you're more motivated to work towards, and you're feeling the vitality of boosting your income in some ways. But you are juggling a bit, as I can see, because on the 23rd, we have a full moon in the area of, and full moons are completion points, endings, releasing, letting go, and it's in the area of investments, finances, partners' finances. This is where you kind of have to, either check your budget, do some research on something financially. Budgeting is one of the things, or maybe you invested previously, you can reap a reward because it's a completion point. So if you invested 6 months ago, you now can reap the reward, right? Because this would imply that the new moon that happened in last year towards the end of the year in Sagittarius season, you basically had these new ideas for investments. Now would be the time where you'd receive the payout for the work if you've done it, right? But if you haven't done that, it's more now about budgeting and managing your finances, or even looking at a partner's finances as well. Secrets can come to light, especially in your most intimate relationships. This is a time where you are now seeking the information, either through looking at your finances or information that others give to you, even secrets, intimate secrets. Any power plays, power dynamics within relationships, cut the cord. And this is where you are now, no longer wanting to give your power away to any situation that drains you. You are now honing in on your own internal power. You are releasing past fears, past traumas too at this time. On the 23rd, Venus enters into the area of the second house, which is really good for income, finances, money, new opportunities, passionate projects, and Venus sweetens your money. So now you can receive more finance all of a sudden, and we coming to you because on the 25th May, we are going to have Jupiter entering into the same area, second house, for a whole year, 9th of June 2025. We are going to have Jupiter in Gemini. It's a big transit. If you'd like to book a reading, link down below for the Jupiter transit for the year for your sign. And this is basically telling you that you need to take those opportunities now when it comes to money. You need to get moving. You need to now do what's right for you. You need to focus on your sense of self-worth in order to receive those opportunities. Know that Jupiter works like this. Jupiter is the planet of wisdom and teaches us through experience. If we are thinking negatively, it's going to expand that. It expands anything. If you're thinking positively and you're working towards what you're doing, you're staying focused. You don't even sometimes have to think so positively. You just need to be focused on your goal and where you want to, what you want to do. And this will allow for those opportunities to come to you. But this is really opportunities for money coming to you. Opportunities to enhance your skills and talents, to better your income, sending out your resume, going for that promotion, anything to advance yourself financially is what this energy is all about. Thank you. Hello Gemini, this is May, and it's also almost birthday time for you. And not only that, Gemini, the most blessed thing is happening this month. Jupiter will be entering into your sign later on in the month. But before we get into that, let's get into the beginning of the month, where we start off the month on the 2nd of May with Pluto going retrograde in the area of higher education, learning, experience, where we learn through experience, gain wisdom through experience, yeah? So this is where you are basically seeing what you have learned thus far, re-looking at it, right? That's what retrogrades are about, re-looking, going over, seeing what you've learned over the past couple of months. This is also anything that basically you're passionate about, you can really get deeply involved into. You could also be looking at travel, foreign places, or thinking about that, how can you expand and seek adventures, higher education. But all this is asking you to review, right, what you want and the journey you've traveled thus far. This energy is really good though for studying, educating yourself, stuff like that. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon, and this is all about rest and time out. And on the 15th of May, Mercury enters into the 12th. Rest, time out, sleep, letting go. All of those things, Gemini. This is what this energy is about. It's telling you to take some good old-fashioned time to yourself. You need it. Your soul is requiring it. So, time out. It's almost birthday time. Letting go of the past, especially the new moon. You might be feeling exhausted. Sleep if you need to sleep. You might not be feeling very social. You're thinking about spending more time by yourself. Spend time by yourself. When the sun hits your sign, you'll be out in the world again. This is the period where you are actually feeling you need rest, you need downtime, you need to maybe even cry a little about the past, see what you've accomplished in the past year. How has it been? What did you experience? Where were your challenges? Where were your weak spots? What did you learn? Where was your heartbreak? Because this is the energy of releasing, letting go, and endings. What you need to end cycles with. Even though it's a new moon, it's ending cycles for you. And especially any patterns, addictions, and habits. Your mind too is kind of offline, right? You're not thinking as clearly and you're not in the mood to communicate. So give yourself a break. Great for spiritual practices, meditation, grounding, astrology, tarot card reading, really good for that. Dreams, you could be having vivid dreams. On the 20th of May, the sun enters into your sign, Gemini. This is your time. You're restored with vitality and energy, and you feel like moving forward within your life. On the 23rd, we have a full moon, right? And this is happening opposite you in your area of relationships, both personal and professional. Now, full moons are points of completion points, also releasing, letting go, because we're done now, we're closing a chapter. So when it comes to any relationships, personal, professional, that you need to basically sever ties with, now's the time to do it. This is also the time where you're looking at relationships and asking yourself what needs to change, because you're changing and growing, and can this relationship change and grow with you, both personally and professionally, from love to friendship to business partner, and even enemies where you're like, I'm done. On the 23rd, Venus enters into your sign. You're more charming, you're more magnetic, you feel like going out there, you feel like splurging on yourself. Luxury for self is what this energy is asking about, self-care, as well as you more in the area of attracting your goals. It offers you that magnetism and pull. On the 25th, we have Jupiter entering into Gemini until the 9th of June 2025. So 25th of May, Jupiter enters into Gemini until 2020, this is 2024, until 9th June 2025. And this is all about you. Now remember, Jupiter is a planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, and growth, but it's how you work with it, right? And because it's happening in your sign, this is a big thing. It only happens every couple of years. So understand what you're experiencing now is a time for growth, expansion, and also wisdom, especially for you to learn what keeps you stuck so you can get yourself unstuck. But opportunities, luck can really come to you, Gemini. But it's about being curious, open. And this is your energy because it's happening in your sign. So it's about expansion to being curious, open, going to a different environment, traveling a little, communicating with others. It's all about that energy. Don't give in too much to gossip because, yes, this can happen where people want to talk a lot more during this time. Keep to yourself, focus on the opportunities you want to work with, what you can do to motivate you to be when it comes to success. If you'd like to book a reading for Jupiter in Gemini transit readings, link down below in my website. As I said, it's a whole year experience. So it tells you how to work with the energy for that year. Basically, what to do, how to be in the energy of attraction, and what are you attracting most. What you are attracting most is basically a lot of opportunities, but also experiences if your mind is in a negative place, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion and will expand that. So keep yourself in a good frame of mind during this time. Cancer, May 2024 has Jupiter changing signs and Pluto going retrograde. On the 2nd of May, we have Pluto retrograde in the area of joint finances, investments, monies that are coming to you, especially invested money that's coming to you, taxes, so forth. And Pluto going retrograde is telling you to reanalyze your finances. Re-look at your money, re-look at basically how you're spending money, how you're investing your money, what you're purchasing, and is it truly worthy. Power plays, power dynamics, if they come to light or any secrets come to light over this time, now's the time to live in the light and to move away from anything that is not of. And you need to focus on basically understanding what you've learned from any dark experiences, because this is the area where we have to face pain, trauma of the past, where we talk about trauma bonds. This is what you're releasing and reviewing. And over the whole time, you're going to be looking over the past couple of months and what have you learned in terms of power plays, power dynamics, and experienced this year especially. Now, on the 7th of May, we have a new moon in the area of friends, social circles, your community, the people that you choose to associate via choice. Yes, anyone that you choose to associate with. So where you work, that becomes a community. The people that you live with, it becomes a community. You are choosing to associate, and this new moon shows new opportunities for you to meet new people, which is really good for you. This is where you can really meet new people, a lot of them. You can meet people who are more aligned to you as well. You can be focusing on your future vision and dreams that you have for you with this new moon, where you're just manifesting, thinking up ideas. And you can find yourself very busy around that time. On the 15th of May, Mercury enters into the same area. You're communicating a lot in your social circles. You are stepping up as a leader. You might even think about any humanitarian roles that you want to play. So charity, where you give back in some way, where you step up in your community, where you decide to lead, where you collaborate with a team and are leading the team, or are a part of a team, but you're working together with other people and communicating a lot with others at this time, sending out messages, emails, verbally, via your socials, joining groups, all those types of things. You're being very active. If you are anyone that works online, this is really good for social influence. Now, on the 20th of May, the sun enters into the area of life that has to do with rest, rejuvenation, and time out. And this will be for the month until it's your time to shine and it's birthday time, the sun comes into Cancer. So before then, now you are resting, you are recuperating, you are basically looking back what you've experienced over the past year, what have you accomplished. You're also feeling about to withdraw. You've been socializing a lot. And so now at this point, right? You might be feeling like your battery is low. No matter how you are interacting, you interacted a lot, right? Either whether that was via technology, whether you were actually going out to meet people, you were interacting. Now you're feeling like you need some time out. This has been too much, too many events, and now I just need some time to self. You could be feeling sensitive and emotional. By the 23rd, there's a full moon, and you're reevaluating your day-to-day routine, your work life, and your health. So this is where you might be thinking about your work life. Do you need to change jobs? What do you need to do? What changes do you need to make within your work life, within your routine? Maybe your routine is not working out very well for you. You're looking to become more organized and more efficient. And anything that's disrupting that, that's what you're taking out, the distractions, and you're taking care of your health. So if you're feeling unwell, please, now's the time to make sure that you take care of your health. You're exercising, eating well, drinking water, getting sunshine, making sure you are rejuvenated and your best possible self, because there's a lot to do, and in order for you to get things done, you need to take care of you, because you are running the show. The 23rd, we have Venus entering into the area of rest, rejuvenation, time out. Exes can come back, especially with Venus here. If you were an existing partner, you're reflecting more about past situations, past experiences. You're kind of in a moment of healing. You're into more private time with a partner. You're not feeling like being too social. This is also a time where if you're anyone that's in an affair, yeah, this area of life really highlights, having those intricate affairs and stuff like that, where it's behind closed doors in secret, no one can see, or you are privately with someone that you are romantically involved with. You need that downtime. You're also feeling emotionally sensitive. You're more emotionally sensitive than normal, and you are a very sensitive person. Yeah, you are feeling your feelings a lot deeper, especially in terms of love, relationships, anything that you love. Venus is that love that we have. And so if you love, you are thinking about, releasing, letting go, and you might be feeling like, I'm just tired, I might need some time out. You could also end any relationship that's not working out for you. On the 25th, we have Jupiter entering into the area of basically lucky you. This is where your angels are protecting you. Now, I want you to look at the next year. If any doors close on you, see them as blessings in disguise, right? Like, oh my God, this was meant to be for me. I wasn't meant to be there. Because it's again in the 12th house, this is the area of spirituality, higher realms. And when it comes to Jupiter, they call it like protection, and your guardian angels are protecting you from anything that is not good for you. You are lucky, very lucky, but in the way of where you are, whatever you pray about is what you would get. Where you have your faith is what you would get. This is where your prayers and manifestation can be really amplified at this time going forward. If you'd like to book a reading for this energy, because this happens on the 25th of May 2024 until the 9th of June 2025. That's a whole year time period. So it's a lot of time for us to actually focus on what we want to work upon in terms of us. So that reading will tell you how to work with this. But right now, anything luck, protection, prayer, any doors that close, see it as blessings. Opportunities will come to you, especially those you manifest, because this is the spiritual house. Spirituality is highlighted at this time. And you're looking at the deeper meaning behind things during that time. Okay? And that's your May. Leo, welcome to May 2024. Now, on the 2nd of May, we have Pluto going retrograde in the area of your one-on-one relationships, both personally and professionally. And this is where you are seeking transformation within your relationships. You're noticing power plays, power dynamics. You're noticing secrets. You're noticing when you're being manipulated into things, especially relationships that do that. That's what this is giving. It's giving where you are now reviewing if you've been, manipulated or have your buttons being pushed in certain areas within relationships. You can grow through this. This is all about relationship transformation, both personally and professionally. But you're going to have to work through any shadows within relationships that are not working for you. So secrets being revealed, breaking chains with power plays, power dynamics, any dynamic like that. And for relationships that are on solid ground, this can really evolve where you're looking at how you can get over your fears, your anxieties, and get closer to others. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon in the area of career, ambitions, goals, sense of purpose, and, just taking up space in the world. This is where, even if it comes to family matters, people want to talk to you more. If you're growing that garden, you are really into it. You're really motivated to accomplish your goals. And on the 15th, we have Mercury entering into the same area. So with the new moon, new opportunities for your career, new opportunities for basically blessings to come into your life, for your goals, anything that matters to you, and also just getting the recognition. So getting the energy of where others are recognizing your efforts, you're feeling appreciated at work, you're feeling appreciated at home. And if you are in a power play because of that retrograde Pluto there, because say relationships at work, a relationship at work, you're not getting the recognition. This is where you are deciding, oh my goodness, I need to make a change. So that new moon can even invite new beginnings and fresh starts, changes to your career, like changing jobs, right? All of a sudden you decide you want to change jobs, you want to change your goals, you want to change your career path, you want to change your direction of sense of purpose. And then on the 15th with Mercury there, you're going to be thinking, communicating, expressing more in your career. So this is where you are either talking from a place of authority or talking to people in authority. This could be parents, employees, anyone that is in a place of authority. That's who you're communicating, expressing. You're thinking also more about your sense of purpose, your goals, your ambitions. What do you truly want, right, in your career as well? Contracts can come through where you need to sign and go over them. You are sending a lot of documentation in terms of your goals, or communicating a lot, anything to do with written communication, verbal communication as well, and you're thinking about that. On the 20th of May, we have the sun in the area of your social circles and interactions, and this is where you are socializing more, you're connecting to others. This is where the sun is like putting you out there, like, let me connect to people, let me go meet with my friends, let me go connect to my work colleagues, let me collaborate in a team. This is what you're doing. This is where you are socializing a lot, especially the people that you choose to associate with via choice. So any group that you go to, a family group, a hobby group, a workout group, you are now socializing a lot more at that time. You're amped up to do so too. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in the area of romance. So anything that's lost its spark in a romance, you either are letting it go, or you're looking at a relationship and saying, hey, we need to have some fun in this relationship. Things have been a little bit stuck, so let's do something fun. Or anything romantically can actually reach a new level of commitment now, because that's a completion point. Either the relationship must fall away or give more commitment, or if you're already committed, looking for some passion and some fun. If you have children, this full moon shows you are paying extra attention to them, and information can come through in your romantic relationships, like secrets, or any information that's hidden, or your partner might share their feelings. Your children, if you have children, will share their feelings. Great full moon to do more childlike things, like have fun, get out of a rut and do the childlike adventures and make us feel invigorated. Very important for you to complete any creative projects, as creative juices are flowing at around the time of the full moon, which is generally a 2.5 day period. So understand that, but it will be happening on the 23rd. On the 23rd, Venus enters into the area of your friendships, your social circles, the people that you choose to associate with, be a choice. And once again, this makes you more magnetic. If you're in a coupled situation, you're going out more, you're socializing more, you're hanging with friends, you're hanging with others, you're getting out into the world. On the 25th, we have Jupiter entering into Gemini 2024 until the 9th of June 2025. So it's going to stay there for a whole year, and this is going to be in the area of your social circles and interactions. You're interacting more, you're connecting to people. The next year, you're focusing on your future vision and dreams that you have for yourself. You're feeling inspired, you want to collaborate. If you want to do anything in terms of influencer, Leo risings, Leo suns, you're now putting yourself out there more. Even Leo moons, you're sharing what's more private about yourself, and you're putting your energy more out into the world. And this is where a lot of opportunities can come to you. So don't be afraid to do so. Don't be afraid to socialize more. Opportunities will come to you. This is about luck, expansion, and abundance. So definitely go for it. And you can really make your future dreams a reality. If you'd like to book a reading for this Jupiter in Gemini, it will be a link down below in my bio. Hello Virgo, May 2024. There might be some outside noise during this video, as I feel the neighbors, I think, are planning a wedding or having the wedding this weekend. So there could be a lot of, noise outside. If you do hear it, it is quite busy. Anywho, let's get into May 2024. On the 2nd of May, we have Pluto retrograde. Now, Pluto's been for the past couple of months in this area of life, health, work, routine, how you manage your time, how you take care of yourself. And it's been transforming things and showing you things about your health. It's so important more than ever to you to be more vigilant, more aware of your health, as your health is going to go through this transformation over the next 20 years. So be aware of that. Now, with Pluto in this area, with the retrograde, it's moving internally. Over the past couple of months, you could have made changes to your work, your day-to-day routine, how you spend your time, what you do for you, what self-care, health and habits, mental, emotional, and physical health. All of these areas of health play into how we operate and do things within the day. So now the retrograde might make it feel like a little bit like, so you've been making those changes, but now it might feel a little bit as if, you might feel it happening on the inside. What health changes do you need to do internally? What do you need to take care of mentally, emotionally, physically, internally, in order for you to feel more productive, more healthier with this energy? And what did you learn over the past couple of months? Previously, over the past couple of months, it might have been you learned like not having good health, having good health. What does that mean? That was where the transformation is coming. Work, power plays, power dynamics at work life, colleagues, that would have been in the mix. Now, the retrograde has you really re-looking and revisiting the changes you've made. Have you made changes, and what do you need to change within? So because what goes on within impacts our external world. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon, and this is great for travel, adventure, higher education, new opportunities for you to expand and grow. This is telling you to get out of a rut, do something different, travel a little. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be travel. Sometimes it can also be philosophy, speaking to some from foreign culture, publication, media. This is where you're putting something out, especially something that you've put together in any way. You're putting it out to others. You're also dealing with, new ideas. If you are anyone dealing with legal matters, new ideas about legal matters and legalities. So all of those things, but it's a great new moon for having an adventure, especially if life has been day to day, taking care of errands and getting things done. You're looking for an adventure. And this gives you new opportunities on how to expand and grow, and also shifts within your belief system as well. On the 15th of May, Mercury enters into the same area of life. This is really good for teaching, writing, higher education. Mercury is all about the mind, how we express ourselves and what we're thinking about. And for you, it's a lot about, like either traveling somewhere, a mini vacation, or if it's not a vacation, like say you're unable to go, you are feeling a bit like maybe not right now, there's other things I want to do. You could be reading a book that opens your mind to new ways of thinking and philosophy and shifts your beliefs. You could speak to someone online that's from a foreign place. All of these things and interactions help us expand and grow. When we speak to people from different cultures, traditions, do we open our mind? And that's what that energy is telling you to do. Open your mind, expand your mind. But it's really good for anything that is written, publications, media that you're putting out. On the 20th of May, the sun will enter into the area of career, ambitions, goals, and as well as your reputation. So this is going to, for next month, you're going to have like this vitality and feel motivated towards your career. On the 23rd, there's a full moon in the area of home, family, and domestic living situations. So conflicts can come up in the home. You could be feeling more emotional, sensitive, dwelling on the past, especially your childhood, looking at your ancestry and what healing needs to be done. Or even not only just healing, we could also be looking at strengths of our ancestors. So it can be strengths, it can be healing, but most times this gives us an emotional response of healing. And shifting patterns within yourself. This can also show where you either are, just completed moving home, thinking or considering about shifting things within your home, where you might feel your place is cluttered and things need to move around, you're readjusting. And there's a lot of when it comes to family members, any, disputes is what you're also focusing on, and you're kind of looking to release that. This is a grateful moon to spend time at home. It's a grateful moon to have complete or moved, like you already have moved and now you're in and you're settled, or you might be feeling frustrated in your current place and seeking that movement or moving. 23rd, we have Venus in the area of career, right? And this is really good. And on the 25th, we're going to have Jupiter there. So be aware of that. This has to focus on your career, opportunities, goals. You're passionate about it. You're more magnetic. When it comes to romantic partners, you could step up and lead. You take charge. Maybe you're the one who suggests where we go to eat. Those kinds of things. But it's really good for getting recognition, receiving, something at work that makes you feel good in your career or in your sense of life purpose and goals. On the 25th, with that Jupiter moving out of Taurus and into Gemini, where it'll stay for a full year until June 2025. This is all about expansion and growth when it comes to your career, your goals, your ambitions over the next year. This is telling you to especially think clearly, manifest, keep a positive mind. Jupiter expands wherever it touches. So you've got to do that. There will be challenges, but see these challenges and know there's going to be a better way around it. If you'd like to book a reading for this, there will be a link down below for you to do so. Hello Libra, this video is for Sun, Moon or Rising Libra. Now Libra, what happens on the 2nd of May is that Pluto goes retrograde, and this asks you to review the past couple of months, especially the areas of children, romantic relationships, creative hobbies, creative pursuits, or any creativity that you need. And we all need creativity. Creativity works in different areas of our lives. If we have a job where we're an architect, even if we're dealing with maths, we need to think about it in order to create it. So this is transforming your creativity in the depths and how you connect your creativity, getting you out of fears, anxieties of showing your art, your hobbies to the world. Power plays could have come up with children, and that's fine. This is about you laying down boundaries, teaching, and transforming. healing your inner child. A lot of that was what the energy was about, and boundaries being crossed in romantic connections, or even feeling disconnected from romantic connections. Solid relationships would have pulled through, as in they would have gotten more romantic as they went through this transformation. But ideally, it is a time where you are really focusing on your romantic life and how to improve it, how to improve your creativity, and how to just make your overall life a lot better. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon happening in the area of your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and you have a new perspective on that. This new moon gives you new ideas. This is where even secrets can come to light, or information that you need. It's great new moon for researching, great new moon for looking at your finances and planning and budgeting, researching that, a partner's finances, new opportunities for financial investments, and even investments coming through at this time where you might just get payments, especially from financial institutions and the like. On the 15th of May, Mercury enters into the same area. You're communicating more about your vulnerabilities, things that have troubled you in the past, painful experiences, anxieties, and it's good. This empowers you and helps your finances too. When we release from the heart and we aren't so heavy, we feel more at ease in receiving from the universe. This is a time where you are very much, more introspective. And if there are any like shady relationships or shady situations, you very clearly can see through them. You're setting those healthy boundaries. You might even, tell on yourself, or someone else might tell you some information with this energy of Mercury over the next couple of weeks. On the 20th, we have the Sun entering into the area of life expansion, growth, and opportunities for higher education, travel, communicating with people from foreign lands. So anyone from a different culture, tradition, picking up a book about philosophy, publication and media. This is really good for them, gives you vitality. You could even feel motivated, about enriching your life in some way to help yourself expand and grow, seeing past stagnant belief systems that have been holding you back. On the 23rd, we have a full moon in the area of your mind, your communication, and you need to express yourself. There's something that you need to say. Your mind can feel quite heavy. You could feel like you're thinking a lot. Communication, lots of communication, gossips, secrets, things can come to you in terms of information that you need to know, basically. That's important for you to know. And you yourself might feel the need to express yourself in some way. Small distance trips, running errands, doing those things is what this full moon is about. Making those things are all complete. Great full moon for like if you've completed a book, if you've been writing. Great full moon if you completed like any emails and tasks that you need to get done, running those errands within your area that you live in, communicating with neighbors, maybe even dealing with some issues with neighbors at that time. So be aware of that. On the 23rd, we have Venus in the area of expansion, growth, travel, higher education. This is so good for you. This is where you want to expand and grow, especially about things that you are truly passionate about. So you feel motivated to do so as well. And then what happens on the 25th for a full year? This is where Jupiter moves into this area of life of travel, adventure, wanderlust, creativity, people from foreign lands, different cultures, backgrounds, traditions from you. This is expanding your mind, and it's so good for you over the next year until June of 2025. There will be a link down below if you'd like to book a reading for this transit to see how it affects you and like how you can work with it over the next, basically how you can work with this. What area of life will it be influencing? But it is the area of expansion, growth, travel, higher education, can even be legal matters. If you have anything legally that you are getting done or sorting out, this would be something that would come up around this time. And let me give you some tips for this. This energy has to do with thinking positively. It does. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. You got to be wise about it, and you learn through experiences. So even your challenges that come through at this time are challenging you basically to teach you something. Thank you so much. And that is your May 2024. Okay. Scorpio, May 2024, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have something big happening. You are a Scorpio, you're a fixed sign. Pluto is going retrograde for the next few months, right? In Aquarius, and especially for my Scorpio risings, this would be your 4th house. Suns, this would also influence you as well. Moons, it would be more subjective, right? Private and your private world. So this is the area of transformation to your home, your emotional realm, your family life. There could have been power plays, power dynamics within your family life during this time. There could have also been some just struggles and conflicts, not feeling easy at home, feeling like things need to transform and change, either also thinking about moving home, making changes to your home. Pluto here brings up a lot of that. It also can bring up issues with the mother, nurturer, caregiver, right? And especially for my risings. So this energy is telling you that maybe, and when I say issues, it could be either like you need to step up and be there for a mothering, nurturing caregiver, or you got to either, there's a power play going on, you need to be, have some deep conversations. Transformation has been going on over the past couple of months. Now this energy is turning inwardly to your emotional self and how you feel. And how do you nurture and care for yourself? This is all about nurturing, caring for oneself. It is also a time where transformation happens in the home a lot, and things can sometimes feel intense. And this is how do you make your home more comfortable? Always. And on the 7th, we have a new moon, and this is happening opposite you. New opportunities for relationships, both fun, pleasure, romantically and professionally. This is where you can meet someone new. This is where a relationship that's existing can go to a new level. This is where, you can meet lots of new people actually, because this is not where you are really, it's not put to one person or situation. You are really exploring how you can connect to people. What does it mean? And this gives you the opportunity to do so. Mercury on the 15th moves into the same area for the next couple of weeks. You are communicating and expressing yourself a lot to your friends, your family. There's a lot of communication. They're on your mind. You're having words. You need to express yourself. And not only just them, you're also communicating, maybe even going on small trips. You're spending time with them, doing things, running errands, right? And this has to do with friends, family, and maybe even business. Oh, business contracts, business negotiations, work situations where now that's business. This is where you are now actually basically having words, or if you're not communicating, you either writing, doing something. It's a lot about collaboration, working with someone else one-on-one. On the 20th of May, we have the sun moving into the area of what is hidden, you more reserved, as well as the past triggering experiences. And it gives you, the sun sheds light, gives you light to those areas of life and what you've experienced and how you've come so far and where you are now. And also financial investments, partners' finances, looking at budgeting money, looking at how you're spending money and where you invest your money. It's a lot to do with focusing on how you can invest too. As the sun can give us opportunities as we have the vitality to push forward. On the 20th of May, we have the sun in the area yeah, I just said that. And then on the 23rd, we have a full moon opposite. Now, this full moon opposite is happening basically when it comes to money. So notice how you're focusing on a lot of money, budgeting money and paying. So you might even pay debts, right? You need to pay, or you might receive a payout. But that full moon tells me that anything you've been working on financially might 6 months ago, you would reap the rewards for now. Or there's something you need to let go of financially that you've been doing. Or you need to see how you can budget your money so you can better spend your money, how you can make your money work for you. Skills and talents, you're thinking of how you can boost your income, but like what's stopping you? Is it like fears? Is it maybe you haven't met the right people? Maybe you need to network more. So that's what you're thinking about. On the 23rd, we have Venus entering into the area of investments, opportunities, and money. And this will stay for next couple of weeks. Venus here loves to bless those with luxury when it comes to your psychology too. You could even get some psychological healing if you need be. And it's good because money and psychology go hand in hand. Yeah. So anything psychologically that you're working through, anything spiritual that you're working through, it is a very spiritual time. And you can really work with your financial investments and sweeten the pot and receive money over this next couple of weeks. Then we have something very interesting happening, dear Scorpio. On the 25th, we have Jupiter entering into this same area of investments, money, and finances. We could even call May your month of money. And going forward for the next year, so this is until June of 2025. And this is expanding investments, finances, fears, doubts, insecurities, power plays, power dynamics, and you're working with this energy over the next couple of months. You're getting insights into it. You can be very powerful people to connect to financially. You can also get very intimate and have some very spicy behind, closed doors experiences as well. This is a time for that. Jupiter will definitely magnify that energy, but remember to watch how you think. Yeah. If you would like to book a reading for this transit, Sun, Moon, or Rising, there will be basically a link down below, and you can book away where I'll be telling you how to work with this energy over the next year. So basically, how to manage your time, what you should do, the don'ts, and really focusing, because Jupiter is an amplifier. It is a planet that makes things bigger, and it can be negative or positive, and it wants to teach us wisdom always. So thank you so much for watching. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, May 2024. We start off the month on the 2nd of May with Pluto going retrograde in the area of your communication, your creativity. This has to do with your mind. How are you thinking? So you could have felt over the past couple of months that your mind has been pretty busy with errands and things to do. I'm going to really suggest some meditation and quieting down, because this shows a busy mind, especially Pluto, and it's transforming your mind. So it's showing you things mentally that get in the way, and also communication wise, and how you express yourself, your interactions. There's been a lot of transformation, a lot of power plays and power dynamics within communication to you from anyone. This is the area of communication. Now you're reassessing and reviewing that over the next couple of months. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon. And this is going to be in the area of work, your day-to-day routine, your health, and how you take care of yourself. So making changes to your routine. This is where you might change your route to work. This is where you might change, what time you go to bed, what time you eat. You're changing your day-to-day routine, and it can even be change of jobs. New moon means new pet too. If you are someone that's been wanting a pet, this would be the time to get one. New moon also here shows you areas where you can be more of service to others, where you're feeling like you want to give back in some way. Maybe you give someone advice, maybe you give someone a helping hand. This is where you are offering someone help at this time in some way, or considering how, basically you can get help to improve your basically health. A fitness coach, yeah, if you want to get someone to help you, like a fitness coach or a mentor, someone to coach you on some area of life in order to make improvements mentally, emotionally, or even physically. So yes, making like, oh, I need to go and have my doctor's checkup. You're doing those things at this time. You are thinking about your fitness and how you can take good care of you. And then on the 15th of May, Mercury enters into the same area of work, health, routine. You're communicating a lot with co-workers. You're communicating a lot with people that you have around you. You also are thinking about your health. You're thinking about your day-to-day routine and your health mentally, emotionally, and physically, and how you can make those improvements. On the 20th of May, we have the Sun here, and this is going to enter right opposite you. The focus is now a lot on your relationships, both personally and professionally. The Sun can give you opportunities to your relationships. You can meet someone new during this time. You're more sociable. You can meet a new friend. You can meet a new lover. You can meet someone new that you're interested in. You can join in new associations in some way. Even when it comes to business, new connections too. So anything you want to do that's like for yourself, that, oh, I just want to get more connected with networking. Yeah. Traveling a little bit more to, meet people, because this really implies that your one-on-one interaction for the next month is quite, busy, and the Sun gives you vitality to focus on others. Then we have on the 23rd, a full moon in your sign. It's a Sagittarius full moon. This means, dear Sagittarius, you are releasing anything or any situation, especially from your core self, that is holding you back from your goals, your ambitions. This is where you might decide, I need to change the way I dress. I need to change the way I think about myself. I need to change, fears, insecurities. And if there are any relationships that basically are putting you down in any way, you need to make the change. And this full moon asks you to make a change. You could be emotional, you could be needing rest and rejuvenation, you're feeling exhausted. Like I said, whenever the Sun is opposite you, the focus is a lot on relationships. And then on the 23rd, we have Venus opposite you, right? And you focus, once again, the full moon was more on you. Now we're focusing opposite you on your one-on-one relationships. Venus here gives you the words. You could meet someone new. Existing relationships can find harmony and peace, especially after that big release. So be aware of that. You will be paying attention to your relationships and what you need to say, what you need to do this month, what you need to do for you. And then Venus now moves into this area of opposite you again, and your focus is back on the relationships. On the 25th, we basically have Jupiter entering opposite you for a full year. Okay. And this will be happening for until basically June of 2025, yeah? So that's a full year that this is going to be happening for. During this time, you can meet lots of new people. You can meet romantic partners. You can meet friends. You can meet your one-on-one relationships get very busy. You might meet people that know someone that knows someone. You might meet a friend who gets engaged. You are just expanding in the group of people around you, but it's more in your one-on-one relationships that personally you interact with. If you are looking for any opportunities when it comes to businesses, can come to you at this time. So that is great for that. Lots of opportunities to make professional bounds, because Jupiter is a planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, growth, and wisdom. And it'll even show you how to be wise, especially within your connections to others. Some Sagittarius, especially Sagittarius rising, even Sagittarius sun, could, get married or engaged, or something to, you could even find out you're expecting during this time. It's a time to basically enhance your circle, and your connections and your partnerships. And, having a child too is now you have, because you're going to be one-on-one at times with your child, or stuff like that. Or maybe your partner introduces you to their family. A relationship takes the next level of commitment for the first time, and you do that. And even if you're not in a relationship, you can meet a lot of people romantically and professionally over the next year. However, this is Jupiter. Sometimes a Jupiter year, we can see an exaggerated version, or someone that is very like their way. So be aware of that. There are challenges, but you need to handle that with experience. So if you'd like to book a reading for this, there will be a link down below for you to do so, to understand how you'd be working with this energy over the next year. Thank you so much. Capricorn, May 2024. On the 2nd, we have Pluto going retrograde, and you are revising your finances, your spending, your budget, your income, what's been stopping you from basically earning the amount that you truly wish to, working with your money and how you pay things off, as well as power plays about money. So if there's any relationships that are holding power over you when it comes to money, or maybe you need to transform how you see money or transform your self-worth, and that's what you're working internally over the next couple of months. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon, Capricorn. And this has to do with fun, pleasure, and adventure, and children as well. So if you've been looking to be with child, you could get information about that, especially on the 15th of Mercury going forward, because it is a very fertile new moon for you. It is a new moon for you to work with your creativity. It is a new moon for you to get very much inspired to have some fun and pleasure. And this is where you can do it through dating, meeting someone new, or existing relationships can go out on dates. But there's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of I just want to have a good time. And you're focusing on that. You're also focusing on your creative hobbies. This is great for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs feel really good with this energy. And on the 20th, the sun enters into the area of work, health, and routine. And you're really focusing a lot there. You're working with co-workers, you're working with others. You are basically looking at your health, your routine, and how you can improve it. And you're feeling, like you have vitality today to take care of your day-to-day tasks, and how to, like you're exercising, eating well. You're doing all the things. You're taking care of all the things you need to take care of. Then on the 23rd, we have a full moon, and this is in the area of rest, rejuvenation time, out feeling emotionally sensitive, the past. Secrets can come to light. Anything that was done behind closed doors, you now see it with this full moon. It tells you to sleep. You could have vivid dreams. You're very intuitive and psychic at this time. And because of that, you could more prone to having emotional outbursts, either crying or getting angry or frustrated, but with someone, it's like you can see, and you're just feeling this way. You need time to self. It's a great time to connect to the earth spiritually. Connecting to the earth, meditation, having a salt bath, those things. On the 23rd, Venus enters into the area of work, health, and routine. And this is you now. You could develop a sweet tooth here over the next couple of weeks, and it's really good for your work life and working with others, taking care of your health. You're more luxurious on your health, and in your day-to-day routine, you might find yourself spending more, like within things you need to buy. Maybe you need to buy more cleaning products. Maybe you need to buy more things to help your organization. Maybe you get a coach, but you're spending more. You could also get some money too at work, during that time, or working on something you're passionate about at work, working on something within your day-to-day that you're passionate about. On the 25th, we have Jupiter entering into this area of work, health, and routine. And this will be for next year. Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you'd like to book a reading to find out how you can work with this energy better, please do. Jupiter is a planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, and growth. Capricorn, it is an energy of expansion. So it expands anything that we think about to think positively, so you can manifest what you want to expand in terms of your work life, what you want to expand in terms of your health. right? If there are any health issues, Jupiter here will make you wiser about how you need to make changes to improve your health. If you're looking for a new job, if you're looking for work, right? This is where Jupiter is enhancing favor upon you. But it has to do with you being very wise, because Jupiter loves to offer wisdom, right? To give us that wisdom, to give us that energy so we can see forward of how we can. It's a benefic planet. So we benefit from Jupiter. But don't be fooled. Jupiter is not afraid to teach, especially if you're not willing to do the work. This tells you to be more organized, more together, so you can get things done and be, more productive, and more productivity here will offer more greater reward in terms of opportunity. But if you're not working, it's a great time to focus on your health. It's a great time to focus on service to others. You might even feel called to be more of service to others, like especially where you can help a friend, charity work, things like that, where you're of help and of service more than usual. Thank you so much for watching. This was your month of May. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to the month of May. Now let's get into it. This month has been interesting in my last couple of months, because you would have had to uncover things about yourself. Power plays, power dynamics, hidden enemies, right? All of those things would now be right in front of your face. Where have you been lacking power within your life? Who's been taking advantage? How do you step up into your divine power? This makes you very powerful. It does. But with great power comes a time in our lives where we have to know how to manage it correctly, right? The responsibility. So with this energy of power, it's telling you, hey, how can you transform your life for the better? Because Pluto is going retrograde. It's going retrograde on the 2nd of May. And this retrograde experience in your sign is asking you, what did you learn over the past couple of months? What did you see clearly? It might even give you more information about power plays, how to have healthy boundaries, how to step up into empowerment, how to go after success. A lot of Aquarius's sun rising, especially moon secondary, because it's a private life and home life, and this would be more showing you where you've been giving your power away, where not only have you been giving that power away, who has been deceptive, not being honest with you. The truth is coming to light, and it has been over the past couple of months, and you have been stepping up and trying to do great things in your life. But at the same time, maybe you even feel a bit more to yourself, like, I am more unique than I thought. And that's what makes me powerful. People might not accept me, and try to manipulate me, because I try to keep the peace, or I try to be at peace. And then I rebel, and then they get a shock, and they ask themselves why. This is you now learning all about you. This is where you might look at how you're rethinking your personal transformation, how you've been taking care of your physical body, how you've been taking care of how you physically look, how have you been taking care of how you dress, how have you been taking care of what you do. This is you, and this impacts every area of your life, right? Because everything starts with us. Our home starts with us, our work, our friends, our associations, our connections. We choose to keep those connections. And Pluto shows us sometimes how much of our power we give away because we choose those connections. And sometimes it's hard, I'm not going to lie to you, but sometimes we need to do certain things in order to improve our lives. And that means break ties. Now, on the 7th of May, there will be a new moon in the area of home, family. So some Aquariuses will be moving. Some Aquariuses will be really thinking now about a new home. They want a new home. They want a fresh start, right? So either you're thinking a lot about it, or you've just moved home, or you're looking for a new home, or you're feeling like your home is just not feeling right, and you start sprucing up, you're clearing up. You're also like this can even go smoke cleansing your space, right? You want to smoke cleanse your space. You want to make your home right. That new moon would be the best new moon to do so. You want to spend time at home. You want to spend time with people that are family that you can be vulnerable with because you're feeling more emotional and sensitive, and you might be thinking more about the past. This is one of those areas of life that makes you more reminiscent. It is a Taurus new moon. On the 15th, we have Mercury entering to the same area. You're more reminiscent of the past, family dynamics, home, moving, living situation. Especially Mercury, once again, Mercury too can invite movement within the home, where you're actually thinking about, should you move home? You want to communicate more about your home. You are maybe having friends, more family over at your physical home. People are invited more to your home. Just be careful, right? Because like I said, you are going through this major transformation. And as you are learning about yourself, remember to always stay in your power. Now, on the 20th of May, the sun enters into the lighter areas of life after being in the past month in your deepest emotions, the past, family, and dealing a lot with family. It's now dealing more with romance, fun and pleasure, children. This brings vitality to this area of life. Especially if you have young children, you're with them more, younger people, you're with them more. You also are really focusing on creative projects, hobbies. This would be the time to enjoy life. If you haven't been enjoying life, you're going to be asking yourself, why haven't I? And you need to enjoy life for the next month. That's what you need to do, like to have more enjoyment time, pleasure. Get involved in a creative hobby, get involved in something creatively to let out your energy. Sometimes we don't have the time to visit places, so do that. On the 23rd, full moon, you are questioning your associations, the people that you choose to connect to via choice. You are deciding to yourself, I don't think I want to connect with all these people. This is where you can end your connections with others. This is where even if there's conflict, you either stepped up to help, or like you stepped up to have healthier boundaries. But you are thinking about how you can lead better in your life, and you're definitely thinking about your future vision and dream of self and what you want to create within your life. On the 23rd, Venus enters into the area of pleasure, fun, romance. Great to meet someone new. Existing relationships can grow a little closer. Great for dating, great for fun, great for pleasure. This is also a time where you're focusing a lot on younger people, right? So younger people, children, the youth, people younger than you. That's what you're focusing upon a lot more. And you're just focusing on your hobbies and pleasure, and what gives you pleasure. It's time to indulge a little. On the 25th, we have Jupiter entering into the area of fun, pleasure, romance, dating, those areas of life, children. So, Aquarius, I would say that this is for sun and rising particularly if you want to have children, that would be the time to do so. You could be dealing a lot with younger people. Maybe you're teaching, maybe you're thinking about teaching. There's a lot of younger people wanting to talk to you, people younger than yourself. This is a time where it's great for dating, romance, meeting someone new. Existing relationships can move to the next level, or you could find yourself dating a lot of people. Lots of people take interest in you. If that's not the case and you're not interested in your dating life, right? Maybe you have someone. This can even show that you'll go out on more dates, you're more connected. However, there are challenges to this area of life too. If you are thinking negatively, Jupiter is a planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, growth, and wisdom. The wisdom part is what people forget. It will show you through experience how thinking negatively is impacting your life romantically. And you will learn through experience to shift that about yourself so things are better. And this will be over the next year, but really good for creative opportunities, entrepreneurs, and the like. So if you'd like to book a reading for that, there will be a link down below. Thank you so much for watching me. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising, especially for my risings and sun signs. Moon sign will be more subjective as this is your private life, right? So now on the 2nd of May, we have Pluto retrograde in the area of life where you have to revisit situations that you ended, bad habits that you've given up. You got to revisit that. Maybe past experiences might come to light. Even some seeking some mental clarity, psychological healing. You might decide to go to a therapist, a counselor, or you yourself may get deeply involved in spiritual practices over the past couple of months. Now you're revisiting that and rethinking, how can you connect deeper? This is taking the energy with this Pluto retrograde inwards. Secrets can come to light, information can come to you, hidden enemies. You'll be able to see them a lot clearly, but you are moving and making changes going forward. On the 7th of May, we have a new moon, and this has to do with your communication, thoughts, and mind. There's something you need to say. There's new people you're communicating to. You're getting things done. You're sending out emails. Great new moon for writing. Anyone dealing with sales, anyone dealing with having to network or work with others, you're collaborating. You also think about new opportunities to up your skills and learn something new. On the 15th, we have Mercury entering to the same area, and you are basically communicating, expressing yourself. Your mind can be pretty heavy. Take some time to go outside and meditate. You need some time to slow your mind down. You're communicating a lot. You are writing a lot. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of things that you're doing. If you work in sales, this would be good for you as well because you're communicating, negotiating. And Mercury, right, also rules sales, especially in this area of life. So anyone that needs to earn a commission, you're doing that. If you're an entrepreneur too, that's good. Now on the 20th of May, we have the sun in the area of your home, family, and domestic living situation. This is giving you vitality to take care of home and family matters, maybe decluttering your space. Maybe you're thinking about, should you move? Are you comfortable? How can you make yourself more comfortable? What does comfort mean to you? Spending more time with family. And not only are you spending more time with family, friends, loved ones, you kind of like just are nurturing yourself more. You're even feeling a bit more emotionally sensitive as you spend more time at home, needing time at home away from the world. On the 23rd, there's a full moon, and this full moon's in your career, your goals, your dreams, ambitions, and you would have completed a cycle that you started 6 months ago. So you could get the financial reward, reap the financial success for anything that you've been working on 6 months ago. You would now reap that reward of the hard work you put in. Or if you're not in that area of life where you've been working hard towards a goal or at work, or your ambitions, this is where you are deciding to make career work changes as well. Your sense of purpose, if you're not working, this is your sense of purpose. What fulfills you? Is it growing in that beautiful garden? Is it giving advice to others, and deciding, oh, maybe I should actually go become a counselor? You are now deciding what you need to do to fulfill your life purpose in a deeper way. Your reputation is also highlighted, and others will be seeking you more for advice for what changes, they want to make in their lives. They're looking to you as a person of authority as well, and you can give this advice. On the 23rd as well, we have Venus entering into the area of home, family, and you're beautifying your home. You're making your home more beautiful. You're making your home, you're spending on buying things for your home, things that you need to spend for your home, sprucing it up, making it more comfortable, making it more homely, making it more good for you. And you also with loved ones, and you sharing like happier family moments, thinking of happier times. You're also working on, passionate projects around the home. So maybe you wanted to learn a new recipe. This is where you're taking up the energy to do so. On the 25th, we have Jupiter, 25th of May until June of 2025, entering into the area of home, family, and basically improving this life for you. Jupiter here gives you wisdom, expansion, and growth. How you think, Jupiter expands, so try to be positive about it. If you see any challenges coming through, Jupiter sometimes gives us wisdom. And sometimes we need to learn things like boundaries, or maybe we're not happy in a certain environment. Maybe we want to shift our environment. These are the things that Jupiter teaches us. And over the next year, you can notice like new family members entering your life. Maybe you might get married, or maybe a parent, right, decides to get married, or a sister or a friend or brother. It can also be soulful family, like a friend who comes to your house. Maybe they are celebrating a wedding with their family and they invite you. You're spending a lot of time over the next the next year, basically growing in your family and your heart and your emotional space. And I think this will be very good for you, Pisces. I think like you'll be thinking a lot about family, connecting to family, wanting to have family around you, wanting to have your heart feeling full, especially family that support you. Jupiter is a planet of positive energy, and you'll have a positive outlook. You might even go on a getaway with family. You might go on a holiday with family. You are over the next year. You're planning these things, or spending more time with your family, going to the park more, having a barbecue, getting outdoors more, maybe having a family dinner night, things like that. You're sharing more and you're feeling more encouraged to do so. Like I said, if you'd like to book a reading for this, I have a link down below, and you can book it is a year transit, and I'll tell you how to work with this over the next year, like what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and how you can move through this, and where does it offer you luck, opportunity, and growth. Like a lot of luck can come to you just from basically being at home, maybe working from home. Maybe you come up with an idea of how you can work from home. Things like that. These are the things. Or maybe you decide you want to take up interior decorating. Maybe you want to, cook food, everything to do with that. Maybe you want to become a real, sell properties, right? All of those things. I think it's called a real estate agent, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, those are things you should do, and that's what this encourages you to make money through your home, family, and what matters to your heart. Thank you so much, and that's your month of May.